All of the content contained in this webcast is for informational purposes only. The investments and strategies contained in this webcast may not be suitable for you. Please consult your own independent financial advisor before making any investment or trading decisions. Good morning, traders and investors around the world, and welcome to the second portion of our show, Market Movers. And we kind of got some of the old stodgy stocks making some moves today. Dennis, Walmart moving down on earnings.
Yeah, Walmart. Disappointing sales is really where the stock. The numbers overall weren't that bad, but the sales weren't good. So the stock is actually down almost $2 now, trading $60.50 after closing at 62.48. This is a pretty huge move here for Walmart to fall $2. Lower beta stock. It's basically giving back its last months of gains here in one day. So we're going to take out, if we look at this low here, going back to late January, 60.35 was that low. If it takes that out, I think $60 is just a huge psychological level on this. So I'd expect some pretty decent support at 60, Joel.
You read my mind on this one, Dennis. We are bottoming out in the pre-market here at 60.42. That coincides with the 60.35 low. It's been in the pre-market, Dennis. It's been a pretty steady march down. So don't know if that exact 60.35 or 45 is going to hold. But going down to the 60 level, I think it's good support. Coming back on the upside, has not been able to get over 61 in the pre-market. I think you'll be met with some good resistance there.
Home Depot reporting earnings, and actually they blew the number away here, Joel. This stock was trading up. Maybe you can give us a pre-market high. I think I have 48.48 as high as. But 48.03 is where it's trading right now after closing at 46.71. What a run this thing has had. You know, if we look back to the last 3 or 4 months here, if we go back to November, was at $36. We're at 48 now. So lower beta stock, retailer really had a heck of a run. I almost think it's eventually going to try that 50. 50 is a huge psychological number for this thing, just being the whole number that it is. But 48.07 is where it's trading right now. So what do you think on Home Depot?
Yeah, Dennis, I see it topped out in the pre-market at 48.48. Since it hit that level, it's pretty much been in retreat. I would use this $48 level. It's just snuck below that a few times in the pre-market. If in fact it can hold 48, I look for this thing to meander back down. Maybe won't get to Friday's high, which was the former 52-week high of 46.72. But there's really not a lot to support being long the stock. Of course, coming back on the upside, that 48.45, the pre-market high, should be good resistance.
Lowe's is moving up in sympathy with it as well. The stock has had a pretty decent move too here for just a move off of sympathy. In the pre-market, I had Lowe's trading way higher, up to 28.98. If that's right, Joel, that seems like an overshoot to me. I think somebody got a little bit too excited on the Home Depot numbers when they're buying Lowe's up that high. Maybe you can verify if that was the high. 27.68 is where it closed. It is trading at 28.10, so up 42 cents here if I'm doing my math right. That's a pretty decent move here for Lowe's as well, making a new 6-month high here too.
Yeah, it did hit that 28.98, but not on a whole heck of a lot of volume. Since then, here at the 28.10 level, got a good reference point to trade off here. We're 40 cents away from Friday's high, which was 27.83. So you really got to look for support down from where we're trading down to that 727.83. If in fact it can't hold that, look for it to trade back down near the close or perhaps Friday's low. And I would bet a wood and nickel that it doesn't trade 28.98 again today.
Yeah, I'll bet. I think it doesn't trade there either. Joel, somebody just got a little bit too excited, I think, on the Home Depot number. Kraft reported earnings here as well. This was quiet. Now it's starting to move up here, Joel. It was trading actually just about flat after the report for quite some time, but now they've come in and started to buy it. 38.44 is where it's trading at right now after closing at 38.01. So the stock is getting a pretty decent lift. Kind of was a breakdown day for it on Friday, so you wonder if we get back up in this 38.5 area if we're going to find sellers, just because there was a couple tops from just above that 38.5 area before. Obviously, 39 is huge on this thing. Just get up there, I think you'll be met with a ton of sellers because we had a couple of highs where it topped out there before. But even 38.5, I think, might be some resistance. What do you think, Joel?
Yeah, 39.06 has been the high of the move. Since then, you had several tops between right around 38.57 to 38.78. So call that the 38.70 level. I'm not sure if there's any size in the book there associated with just below Friday's low in the pre-market. Got as low as 37.61. Keep an eye on 37.79, which was Friday's low, is good support, and 38.75 to the 39 area is going to be key on the upside.
Macy's reported earnings as well here this morning. That stock actually traded up, then it pulled back a bit, and now it's up pretty significantly here, Joel. 37.81 after closing at 36 and a quarter. So this stock's up $1.60 here on their earnings report. That's a huge move for a stock like Macy's because it's a thicker stock as well. Obviously, this high at 36 and a quarter, I was thinking, when it may pull back and test that. It doesn't look like it's gonna because it keeps flying up higher here. So I don't know. Where's the top on this one, Joel?
40, 45.
45. Oh.
I don't know. You got to get crazy bullish in this market. 37.92 is where we've hit the pre-market. We're only a dime away from there. Going back to some of your longer-term charts, you really don't have a lot in the way here as far as resistance. I would keep an eye on this 37.80 up to the $38 level if you're looking to try some shorts. But really, there's really nothing in there. Coming back on the downside, it's pretty much been a straight up here since we started out just below 36.80 in the pre-market. That coincides pretty nicely with Friday's range. Major support at 36.31, which was Friday's high.
Weatherford International, which is WFT, trading up here. Trading down here substantially after their report. 17.79 is where it closed. It's trading at 15.75 here, Joel. So this stock is absolutely getting killed here in the pre-market. I'm looking at this chart here. I see a couple bottoms there at $15. Actually, 3 or 4 there from early January and then mid-January. So we're only 80 cents away from there right now. That kind of looks to me where maybe it wants to go and test. What do you think?
Wow, that's they'd have it down almost $3 on the day, but seems like we're getting a little bit support here in the pre-market at the 15.70 level. Just kind of has stopped the downward spiral. So I'd look for a little consolidation there. If it opens up there and can't hold, then I'd look for that $15 level, and I think you'll get a nice bounce off that. Coming back on the upside, really haven't been able to crack 1640 in the pre-market. So I'd keep an eye. 15 to 1640 is some good numbers in Weatherford International.
Boyd Gaming, BYD, another stock reporting earnings here this morning. The stock trade up over $10 off their earnings report. Now actually is trading up only a dime, $9.70. Closed at 9.59. So maybe these two tops here that we have at this just getting the numbers for you, 9.75, where we have two tops, consecutive tops there from earlier in February. Those might hold here yet, Joel. I was thinking, we're going to break out over those two tops, but we've pulled back here now in the pre-market. So I'd keep an eye on those two tops at 9.75. Above that $10 psychological level looms.
Yeah, exactly, Dennis. We did pop up and did hit that $10, actually 10.02 and 10.03 in the pre-market. Been pretty much in a sell-off mode since then. So keep an eye on that $9.80 to $10 level if it does get back in there. Looking at Friday's range, Dennis, 9.61 was Friday's high. So we use that as support. The close is right in that area too. So $9.60 and $10 here in Boyd Gaming.
There's quite a few movers here today. We don't have time to go through them all, unfortunately, here. So I'm just going to give you my overall in the market here. I'm seeing commodity stocks, seeing a lot of commodity stocks trading quite a bit higher here Even stocks like CVX, since we've done our show, our Big Ten show, CVX has now actually moved. Chevron has now actually moved from being flat at 106.67 up and trading at 107.40. So you're seeing a lot of these commodity stocks pretty strong here today. Overall, that's what I'm seeing is really your driver here today. We're up a couple bucks only, but commodity stocks are strong. So keep that in mind if you're trading that sector. Anything you want to close with there, Joel?
Yeah, I really like this 1360 area, Dennis. Was the close at 1359.75. Haven't been able to get below that area. On my weekly comments, I told you that I really thought that was going to be a good area for the week. At this point, there, so we look poised to go up and test that Globex high. That's our show for today, folks, and we'll be back with you tomorrow.